Chabad's Hanukkah Live, brought to you by Chabad of the Valley. Made possible by a generous grant from our anonymous donor. Tonight's event is also brought to you in part by AM 870 The Answer, Fundomate, Jonathan Krasny, A Coin Exchange, Atria Senior Living, Cambridge Farms Glut Mart, Nick Trading International, your premier food distributor, Providence Cedar Sinai Tarzana Medical Center, Vadat and Associate, JDM Funding, Weight Loss with Dr. Charlene Lichtash, in loving memory of Arastu Ben Nissan and Tavu Saleh. The Jewish Link, your #1 source for LA's Jewish news. COL Live, the largest Chabad community news site.
We're very excited to be here. We have an amazing evening planned. Hanukkah is about Persumei Nisa, spreading the light, publicizing the miracle. And we at Chabad of the Valley have been dedicated to doing that for over 40 years. This is a new format for us. The good side is we can reach more people than ever before. But over the last many, many years, we've had a very special event back at, many of you here in Los Angeles know all about the Chabad's Hanukkah at City Walk. But for those of you tuning in who don't, let's take a quick look back at the history of how this event finally came to be.
The Lubavitcher Rebbe placed much emphasis on Persumei Nisa, widely publicizing the Hanukkah miracle and bringing the lights of Hanukkah to the masses across the globe. In 2001, an idea was born. Right in the very heart of the valley lies one of the most famous entertainment icons in the world, Universal Studios. Building to the excitement was the fact that the stage at the Universal City Walk Plaza had played host to some of the biggest singers in the secular music world. The Rebbe's shluchim to the valley recognized the potency of the opportunity, and one of the largest Hanukkah events on the global scene was born, as the Valley's head shaliach proudly announced at the inaugural event, "Think big." Everything was possible. And so, over the next 18 years, a star-studded lineup including Mordechai Ben David, Avraham Fried, Yaakov Shweki, Yossi Piamenta, Lipa, Yeshiva Boys Choir, Eighth Day, Gad Elbaz, and Benny Friedman, just to name a few, took to the stage for Chabad of the Valley's annual Hanukkah event, which has become legendary the world over.
Now you know about this event to happen. We're really excited. We've got a great show tonight. We're going to be debuting some fantastic talent. A young gentleman named Dovid Hazizah. You're really going to enjoy it. And of course, tonight's event is starring none other than Gad Elbaz. So sit back and relax in the comfort of your home, where it's warm inside, to enjoy this great Hanukkah Live, fantastic entertainment. I'd like to take a moment to once again thank all of our sponsors for allowing this to happen. A special thank you to our anonymous donor who's made it happen for all of these years, this beautiful event, spreading the light of Hanukkah. But if we're going to spread the light of Hanukkah, we need to do so, of course, with the story of Hanukkah. Chabad.org has put on a beautiful presentation of that story. Let's take a quick look now, the story of Hanukkah.
On Hanukkah, we light the Menorah, or Chanukiah, for 8 nights, adding another flame each night. But what's the story behind this beloved holiday? Well, once upon a time, more than 2,200 years ago, the Jews lived in the Holy Land, where they worked the land, studied Torah, and worshipped God in the Holy Temple in Jerusalem. But all was not well. Like much of the known world, Jerusalem was under Greek rule, and Hellenism, Greek culture, Greek architecture, and yes, Greek philosophy and idolatry had spread far and wide, even to the Holy Land, which was then ruled by the Seleucids, a faction of Greeks stationed in Syria and led by the cruel king Antiochus IV. The Greeks placed an idol in the Holy Temple in Jerusalem. Jews were forced to eat pork and Shabbat, Jewish holidays, and circumcision were all outlawed. Their unwavering commitment to God's Torah drove the Greeks crazy. Why can't these people just become Greek like us and everyone else under our control? In the village of Modi'in, the Greek troops built an altar in the town square, and a Hellenist Jew, that's a Jew following Greek culture, was about to sacrifice a pig to the Greek gods upon it, when an elderly priest named Matityahu could not stand idly by the public desecration and slew him. Matityahu, his 5 sons, and other loyal Jews fled to a mountain hideout to stage guerrilla attacks and prepare for the all-out war they knew was inevitable. Before his passing, old Matityahu encouraged his followers to continue the fight, following his son, Judah the Maccabee, into battle. That's right, Judah the Maccabee, the original superhero. Judah and his warriors were outnumbered, outweaponed, and helplessly undertrained, while the Greeks even had war elephants, the tanks of the ancient world. But the Maccabees were brave, knew the local terrain, and most importantly, had boundless faith in God. And ultimately, they miraculously won over the Greeks. Upon liberating Jerusalem, they found the temple defiled and converted into a house of pagan worship. They wanted to relight the temple menorah, the 7-branched candelabra that was to be lit every day as a sign of God's continued presence among us. But there was a problem. In the words of the Talmud, they searched and found only 1 jar of oil that was intact with the seal of the high priest, and there was just enough oil to burn for 1 day. A miracle occurred, and they lit the menorah from it for 8 days. And so the mighty fell into the hands of the weak, the many into the hands of the few. God made a miracle to show how he cherishes our faith and dedication, especially when the odds are stacked against us. And the Jews could once again study Torah and keep the mitzvahs. We celebrate this every year, starting on the 25th of Kislev. We fry up some latkes, donuts, spin the dreidel, and most importantly, sing praises to God and light our menorahs every evening, bringing bright points of light into the dark and gloomy nights. Happy Hanukkah.
הללו אנו מדליקים על הניסים ועל הנפלאות ועל התשועות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. מעוז צור ישועתי לך תפילתי ושם תודה נזבח ותכין מטבח מצלם נפח אז אגמור בשיר מזמור חנוכת המזבח אז אגמור בשיר מזמור חנוכת המזבח. היוונים נקבצו עליי, אזי בימי חשמני, פרצו חומות מגדלי, וטימו כל השמנים. היוונים נקבצו עליי, אזי בימי חשמני, ופרצו חומות מגדלי, וטימו כל השמנים. ומינות קנקני נעשה נס לשושני בני בינה ימי שמונה קבו שיר ורננים ומינות השושנים בני בינה ימי שמונה קבעו שירו דננים יוונים נקבצו עליי אזי בימי חשמנים ופרצו חומות מגדלי ודימו כל השמנים ומינות ארגנקנים נעשה נס לשושנים בני בינה ימי שמונה קבעו שירו דננים בני בינה ימי שמונה קבעו שירו דננים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל הקשורות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל הקשורות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל הקשורות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבולות ועל הקשורות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה בימים ההם בזמן הזה
That was truly beautiful. We've got a lot planned tonight. I want to take this moment one more time to give a very special thank you to all of our sponsors, especially our anonymous donor. I also want to mention AM 870, The Answer, Fundomate, Jonathan Krasny, A Coin Exchange, Atria Senior Living, Cambridge Farms Glotmart, Nick Trading International, Providence, Cedar Sinai, Tarzana Medical, Vadat and Abudi, JDM Funding, The Jewish Link, Weight Loss with Dr. Charlene Lichtash, and COL Live. We thank you all for making this happen this evening. We're very proud here on this stage of Chabad of the Valley for our Hanukkah events to introduce brand new talent. Quite a few years back, Benny Friedman got his start on the City Walk stage. It was quite a few years as well when Eighth Day stood up there looking a lot younger than they look today, although they still have, of course, that same energy. Tonight, we're very excited to have a young talent who's really, really going to entertain. So without further ado, please put your hands together for Dovid Hazizah.
Put our hands together. Eliyahu Hanavi zachu latov, 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 Eli Eliyahu Hanavi zachu latov, Eliyahu Hanavi zachu latov, Eliyahu Hanavi zachu latov, Eliyahu Hanavi zachu latov. Eliyahu Hanavi zachu latov, Eliyahu Hanavi zachu latov, Eliyahu Hanavi zachu latov, Eli Eliyahu Hanavi zachu latov, Eliyahu Hanavi zachu latov, Eliyahu Hanavi zachu latov, Eliyahu Hanavi zachu latov. Woo! יש אנשים שלא מרגישים את הלב אשר בוערת מבפנים היא בתוך השמחה מאירה וחמה וואו זה הסוף בלבדו אינו אז ניתן יד ליד ונזכור. You guys ready? Time to light the fire now. תדליקי את האש, תגידי תדליקי את האש, תגידי הבוקר יבוא, תדליקי את האש, תדליקי את האש. Let's get some energy! Woo! שאנשים מחפשים את במקומות הרחוקים היא בתוך השמחה בירה וחמה יש אנשים שלא מרגישים את הלהבה אשר בוערת מבפנים היא בתוך השמחה בירה וחמה זה הסוף מלבדו אינו אז ניתן יד ליד ונזכור. Let's light the fire of Hanukkah! את האש תגיד לי אם יש תשאיר את הלילה כולו תדליק את האש תגיד לי אם יש תשאיר עד הבוקר יבוא תדליק את האש תדליק את האש ימים יפים וגם בחוץ ובחור על כל שאלות יש אלוקים אחד גדול הוא בין אפלה לקרן אור אסורה אנחנו רק צריכים לזכור וזה ידוע חיים במתנה. Let's go! הכל צפוי והרשות נתונה 1, 2, 3 מי שמאמין לא מפחד את האמונה לאבד ולנו יש את מלך העולם והוא שומר אותנו מכולם מי שמאמין לא מפחד את האמונה לאבד ולנו יש את מלך העולם והוא שומר אותנו מכולם עם ישראל יש לכולנו מגדול ליד קטן ימים יפים וגם פחות אבל כל השאלות יש אלוקים אחד גדול נותן לנו הכל בין אפלה לקרן אור את השמחה אנחנו צריכים לזכור וזה ידוע חיים במתנה כל צפוי והרשות נתונה מאמין לא מפחד את האמונה לאבד לנו יש את מלך העולם והוא שומר אותנו מכולם מי שמאמין לא מפחד את האמונה לאבד ולנו יש את מלך העולם והוא שומר אותנו מכולם קשר צר, והעיקר לא לפחד כלל, ומלמעלה הוא שומר, צר ואויב לא יתקרב, אך ליד, יד ליד, ישראל זה עמך, ומלמעלה הוא שומר, שומר, שומר ישראל. עם ישראל לא מפחד, השם אלוקיך הולך איתך. עם ישראל לא מפחד, השם אלוקינו השם אחד. עם ישראל לא מפחד, השם אלוקיך הולך איתך. עם ישראל לא מפחד, השם אלוקינו השם אחד. Let's get some energy! והעיקר לא לפחד כלל, ומלמעלה הוא שומר, צר ואוהב לא יתקרב, אך ליד, יד ליד, ישראל זה עמך, ומלמעלה הוא שומר, 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 ישראל. 1, 2, 3, ישראל לא מפחד, השם אלוקיך הולך איתך. עם ישראל לא מפחד, השם אלוקינו השם אחד. עם ישראל לא מפחד, השם אלוקיך הולך איתך. עם ישראל לא מפחד, השם אלוקינו השם אחד. הוא יושב עוד שם במורים, הוא הרופא כל חולים, הוא שומר על הילדים, הוא העושה משפטים, הוא בשמיים, הוא מלכים, הוא הגדול הנורא, הוא השומר עלינו מצרה. שמור עלינו כמו ילדים, שמור על יד הזו, everybody. I'm so excited to be here with you this Hanukkah. Thank you so much for the people that put this together. Rabbi Herzog, Rabbi Green. I'm so excited for more to come on. This is going to be incredible. I'd like to call up on stage a good friend of mine, an incredible singer, Yitzchak Ben. Come up. לא מתוך מתוך הדחק ולא מתוך שאין להם מזונות.
אין ישראל נגאלים לא מתוך הצער ולא מתוך השעבוד ולא מתוך הטלטול ולא מתוך הטירוף ולא מתוך הדחק ולא מתוך שאין להם מזונות.
טוב 10 בני אדם שהם יושבים זה עם זה, לכל אחד מהם קורא שונה עם חברו לכולם ישמע. 10 בני אדם שהם יושבים זה עם זה, לכל אחד מהם קורא שונה עם חברו לכולם ישמע.
נגאלים לא מתוך הצער ולא מתוך הטיבור ולא מתוך הטלטול ולא מתוך הטירוף ולא מתוך הדחק ולא מתוך שאין להם מזונות.
אלא מתוך 10 בני אדם שהם יושבים זה עם זה, וכל אחד מהם קורא ושונה עם חברו וקולם נשמע. 10 בני אדם שהם יושבים זה עם זה, לכל אחד מהם קורא ושונה עם חברו. ולא מתוך הדחק ולא מתוך שאין להם מזונות, אלא מתוך 10 בני אדם שהם יושבים זה עם זה, כל אחד מהם קורא ושונה עם חברו. 10 בני אדם שיושבים זה עם זה, לכל אחד מהם קורא ושונה עם חברו וקולם נשמע. Thank you so much, Yitzchak.
Chabad's Chanukah Live, brought to you by Chabad of the Valley. Made possible by a generous grant from our anonymous donor. Tonight's event is also brought to you in part by AM 870 The Answer, Fundomate, Jonathan Krasny, A Coin Exchange, Atria Senior Living, Cambridge Farms Glut Mart, Nick Trading International, your premier food distributor, Providence Cedar Sinai Tarzana Medical Center, Vadat and Associate, JDM Funding, Weight Loss with Dr. Charlene Lichtash, in loving memory of Arastu Ben Nissan and Tavu Saleh.
The Jewish Link, your #1 source for LA's Jewish news. COL Live, the largest Chabad community news site.
Amazing. Dovid Hazizah and Isaac Ben. But you know what? We're going to ask Dovid to come back up for one more song. Dovid, come on back. Let's hear you.
גם כשלא הגיע, אתה נתת עודך בכל כוחי, בליבי ונשמתי, על כל רגע ועל כל נשימה. Eliyato v'yodeko, Elokai, Elokai, Arim v'meko. Eliyato v'yodeko, Elokai, Elokai, Arim v'meko. טוב לעשות בשם, מתוך פודו, זה טוב לדעת שהשם שומר עלינו. טוב לעשות בשם, מתוך פודו, הללו את השם, הללו, הללו. לך תהיה לי, ותהי לי ישועה, גם כשלא הגיע, אתה נתת עודך בכל כוחי, בלבי ונשמתי, על כל רגע ועל כל נשימה. Eliyato v'yodeko, Elokai, Elokai, Arim v'meko. Eliyato v'yodeko, Elokai, Elokai, Arim v'meko. טוב לעשות בשם, מתוך פודו, זה טוב לדעת שהשם שומר עלינו. טוב לעשות בשם, מתוך פודו, הללו את השם, הללו, הללו.
Thank you so much. Freilich and Hanukkah to all of you. Thank you again. Thank you, Dovid Hazizah. Absolutely fantastic. We're surely going to see a lot more of Dovid in the near future. We're very excited for his career. Ladies and gentlemen, Hanukkah Live is about Hanukkah, and it's about joy, and it's about music. So let's take a minute and enjoy the story of Hanukkah, but not just the way we heard it before, or a more musical version of the story, the Maccabees Hamilton Hanukkah. Take a look at this.
Hazizah Hasmonean, son of a priest and a Hebrew, raised in a village with his four brothers in a Judean province ruled by Pompous Antiochus. Under pressure, grow up to be a hero and commander.
When the king came around, we said this decree's insane, man. We could not observe our laws while living in our own land. Fight back like your father, don't forget from whence you came. And we'll call you by a brand new name. What's your name, sir?
Calling Judah Maccabee, the hammer whose aim is true, and we're ready to show the king we don't know of a single thing. The world will never be the same.
You'll be Greek, soon you'll see. You will pray to Zeus the same as me. You'll be Greek, no need to fight. Our Hellenism serves you right. You won't miss your Shabbat or circumcision for your thoughts. And if you don't comply, I will send my great Seleucid army and you'll tell history goodbye. La da 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 la da 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 da.
We are not gonna betray our God. We are not gonna betray our God. Hey, do we don't need permission to keep our great traditions, and we're not gonna betray our God. We've been here since Abraham and Mom Sarah, and now we never vowed a battle with statue of Hera. Our teacher Moses passed down a book that is good. It said we pray to just one God, not an effigy of stone or wood. 2,000 years a while, the world still turned tradition, giving us teaching and learning. We keep on reading and yearning. We wanna keep the Sabbath in the days that are holy, and can we uphold our temple ceremony? We pass patiently waiting, we're passionately smashing the invasion and taking action on rededication. And though this world we has its fair share of sorrow, today we're gonna fight for tomorrow. And we are not gonna betray our God. We are not gonna betray our God. Hey yo, we don't need permission to keep our great traditions, and we're not gonna betray our God. And we are not gonna betray our God. We are not gonna betray our God. Rise up, rise up. Won't betray our God. Rise up, rise up. Won't betray our God. Rise up, won't betray our God. Won't betray our God. Won't betray our God. And we are not gonna betray our, not gonna betray our God.
Although we may not live forever,
we
can be glad we won the fight.
We can be glad we won the fight.
When our descendants come together, they'll tell the story for 8 nights. Celebrate our freedom, something they can never take away, no matter what they tell you.
Let's have a festival of lights.
Celebrate our victory and how we changed history. They'll tell the story of the light.
They'll tell the story of the light.
They'll tell the story for 8 nights.
There you go. That is the story of Hanukkah. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take a moment and say a very special thank you. A special thank you to Chabad of the Valley, as well as Chabad of Studio City. You see, when this whole event started many years ago, it was together with Chabad of Studio City and Rabbi Yossi Beidelman that the idea of Hanukkah at City Walk was born, and he's been involved each and every year helping to put this together. So let's first of all hear it for Rabbi Yossi Beidelman and Chabad of Studio City. I can hear all of you, trust me. I also want to give a very special thank you to Jonathan Herzog of Chabad of the Valley, who gives his life day and night for many things in Chabad of the Valley, but specifically when it comes to this event each and every year, and especially this year. And without him, this event does not come together. So a big round of applause for Jonathan Herzog from Chabad. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I also want to take one more moment to turn around and thank our orchestra here tonight. The orchestra! Thank you. At this time, we're going to take a look back. And we're going to remember that all of these years, going all the way back to 2001 and 2002, we had these great events at City Walk. We saw a glimpse of it before, the different stars. Let's spend a minute and take a trip down memory lane so we can watch some videos of highlights from many of the years past at Hanukkah at City Walk. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look.
Chabad's Hanukkah at City Walk, brought to you by Chabad of the Valley, made possible by a generous grant from our anonymous donor. Tonight's event is also brought to you in part by AM 870 The Answer, Fundomate, AAA TLC Healthcare, JDM Funding, Jonathan Krasny, A Coin Exchange, Atria Senior Living, Cambridge Farms Glattmart, Alacrity Energy, Nick Trading International, your premier food distributor, Providence Tarzana Medical Center, Sid's Pharmacy,
Vahadat and Abudi.
The Jewish Link, your #1 source for LA's Jewish news, True Care Health Services.
If you wanna come along and dance with me, say, try to the bed sign good. And if you wanna come along and sing with me, say, try to the bed sign good. Oh, try to the bed sign good. Try to the bed sign good. Try to the bed sign good to me. Oh, try to the bed sign good. Try to the bed sign good. Try to the bed sign good to me.
Everybody, oh come on! I hope down the Hitler, sind Taten in Himmel. I hope down the Hitler, sind Taten in Himmel. Und wir Shabbat Shalom, und wir Shabbat Shalom, und wir Shabbat Shalom, und wir Shabbat Shalom. Everybody give us a smile. Give me a smile. Oh yeah, give me a smile. Hey, Mosai. Hey, Mosai. Give me hey, Mosai. ואם לא יחשוב hey, Mosai. השם מלך, השם מלך, השם ירדוף לעולם ועד. השם מלך, השם מלך, השם ירדוף לעולם ועד. השם מלך, השם מלך, השם ירדוף לעולם ועד. ונביא ונזרו, da-da-da-da, בואינו. דוד המלך הוא מלך ישראל, דוד המלך חי חי וקיים. דוד המלך הוא מלך ישראל, דוד המלך חי וקיים. וכולם נותנים ידיים, וכולם שרים שרים, ועכשיו עושים לחיים, ועכשיו כולנו רוקדים. וכולם נותנים ידיים, וכולם שרים שרים, ועכשיו עושים לחיים, ועכשיו כולם רוקדים.
אם לא הלב, אם לא הלב ירושלים הראש, שמחתי הראש, הראש, שמחתי. Thank you.
I'll be a nest, I'll be a bright light, I'll be a miracle, I'll be your miracle of light. I'll be a nest, 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 I'll be your bright light, I'll be your miracle, I'll be your miracle of light. I'll be a nest, I'll be your bright light, I'll be your miracle, I'll be your miracle of light. I'll be a nest, I'll be your miracle, miracle of light.
Thank you guys. Let me say walk. Happy Hanukkah, everybody.
Was fun, but ladies and gentlemen, it's not only about the past and all of the great stars and singers we've had, it's about what we've got going on here tonight. So I hope you're ready, because now it is my pleasure to introduce to you the one, the only, Gad Elbaz!
חנוכה שמח.
check.
I'm gonna say a few words on that. They say that the hardest thing comes, and when they come, after that there's only good happening. And we're not gonna let the Yetzer Hara to control this evening tonight. So we're gonna do that again. Because when you fall, that's the time to rise again. Bechavod. Even when I'm far and feeling great, you can see it all. I won't run away. Don't you forget me, don't let me go. I pray you'll be with me to the depth of my soul. Oh, please forgive me, cause I want you to know I'm learning to grow. Oh, 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 oh. I won't look down, you lift me up. I can see it all. Now I'm here to stay. Don't you forget me, don't let me go. Pray you'll be with me after my soul. Oh, please forgive me, cause I want you to know I'm learning to grow. Oh, 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 oh. I'm learning to grow. Oh, 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 That was nice effect. Come on. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל התשועות. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל התשועות. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל התשועות. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם, בזמן הזה שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם. Miracles, I thank you for the miracles. Miracles, thank you. One more time. So miracles, I thank you for the miracles. Miracles, thank you. Yeah, yeah.
Give thanks and praise to God always for the miracles done in ancient days. For the miracles, like when He redeemed the sons of Israel from Israel. For the miracles we saw at the Red Sea, the water split and we walked on feet. For the miracles up on Mount Sinai, we heard the reply of the Most High. For the miracles in the Holy Land, Jericho couldn't stand against God's hand. For the miracles when Goliath got knocked out by David's slingshot. For the miracles of the Maccabees who brought the Greeks down to their knees. For the miracles back in Shushan, God bless Esther and Chris. Come on.
בימים ההם, בזמן הזה שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם, שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם ובזמן הזה. Hanukkah 2020, I thank you for the miracles. Thank you.
I give thanks and
Praise to God always
for the miracles I've seen in my day.
For the miracles
when I awaken and again my soul's been
miracles
restored.
everything for the miracles
Happening in my body so everything works when I go
to the party.
For the miracles I can see and smell and hear and touch and taste as well. For the miracles
yeah, 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 yeah.
provide me with all I need. For the miracles that I'm born free,
yeah, yeah.
but there's no slavery for me. For learn from your holy book. For the miracles may we all increase in love and light and joy and peace.
ועל הגבורות על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות יו 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 על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם. Thank you for the miracles. Thank you. Oh. Thank you for the miracles. Thank you. Thank you. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. We all know we need Mashiach now more than ever. And it goes like this. הרחמן הוא יחיינו ויזכנו ויקרבנו לימות המשיח ולבניין בית המקדש ולחיי העולם הבא. Come on. אש, אש, אש של משיח לי אש, אש של משיח לי אש, אש של משיח בלב. One more time. אש של משיח לי אש, אז אש של משיח לי אש, אש של משיח בלב. I wanna hear you sing, oh, so everybody scream, cause I wanna hear you sing. Ay, 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 ay. הרחמן הוא יחיינו ויזכנו ויקרבנו לימות המשיח ולבניין בית המקדש ולחיי העולם הבא. אש, אש, אש של משיח לי אש, אש, אש של משיח לי אש, אש, אש של משיח בלב. Come, come, come. Oh, I wanna hear you say, so everybody say, ay, 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 ay. Get ready for celebration. Get ready for a celebration. We at the dance floor with a vibration. Are you ready for? Are you ready for salvation? Yeah, yeah. מצווה גדול עליות בשמחה. אש של משיח לי אש, אש של משיח לי אש. אש, אש, אש של משיח לי אש, אש של משיח לי אש. מצווה גדול עליות בשמחה, מצווה גדול עליות בשמחה, תמיד, תמיד, אבן מה עשו הבונים, 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 אבן מה עשו הבונים. Even masu abonim, 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 even masu abonim. Ole le le le. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3. Met Hashem הייתה זאת, היא נפלט בינינו. זה היום עשה השם, נגילה ונשמחה בו. מאת השם הייתה זאת, היא נפלט בינינו. אך יממה, זה היום עשה השם, נגילה ונשמחה בו. אבן מה עשו הבונים, 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 אבן מה עשו הבונים. Ole le le le, ole le le le. Epa. מאת השם הייתה זאת, היא נפלט בינינו. זה היום עשה השם, נגילה ונשמחה בו. וללה נהיה לילה, אך יממה, אך יממה, זה היום עשה השם, נגילה ונשמחה ישמחה בו. אבן מעשו הבונים. Wherever we go, they wanna destroy us, eliminate us from this world. Or we become the head of every single thing we do and touch. I have some Jewish pride in me. Hallelujah, hallelujah, Elokai Zion. Hallelujah, hallelujah, Elokai Zion. Na 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 na. Oh mama, מת השם הייתה זאת, היא נפלט בינינו. זה היום עשה השם, נגילה ונשמחה בו. מת השם הייתה זאת, היא נפלט בינינו. זה היום עשה השם, נגילה ונשמחה בו. שלומי, שהאפקט יהיה פחות. יובו, יובו. Can I have more playback? Total. Yeah. 1, 2. It goes like this. לא צריך סיבה כדי לשמוח, לא צריך סיבה כדי לרקוד. הוא נתן לי את כל הכוח לגרום לכם לרקוד. אז תתחו את הלב, נתקו מהכל, תאמינו באחד כי הוא הכל יכול. תנו לקצב, אתם לא עוברים, תרימו את הידיים כי הכל כאן מתחיל. LA, put your hands up right there, in your couch, in your living room, wherever you are, eating donuts, just play, come on, dance, dance, dance. Say what? הלילה זה הזמן להרים את הידיים. Chabad of the valley. הלילה זה הזמן להרים את הידיים השמיים. בעולם של פלדה, של קוצים ושל כוח. חלק ממני תמיד יזכור לאהוב, חלק בי יבכה בלי להבין, חלק בי ימשיך להאמין, גם אם לא רואים כבר את האור והחושך נוגע, חלק בי תמיד ימשיך לזכור ויהיה שם, חלק בי ישכח, חלק בי יאהב. יישאר של המים, ויגע בשמיים יותר מתמיד, כשפתאום נשכחו להסתכל בעיניים, חלק ממני תמיד יזכור להבין, רואים כבר את האור והחושך נוגע, חלק מתמיד ימשיך לזכור ויהיה שם, חלק ישכח, חלק That was just the first half. Soon to come, more.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Gad Elbaz! And once again, let's hear it for Aaron Yazov and the Recode Orchestra. As you know, this event is a Chabad of the Valley event. And that first year, we've mentioned many times how Rabbi Gordon talked about thinking big, to have such a beautiful event and realizing that we can reach the masses in spreading the light of Hanukkah and Persumei Nisa in the Rebbe's message. Let's take a moment and hear about a very special song. You all know probably by now the famous song Rabbi Yeshua Omer, and that's the song by Benny Friedman. Well, there's a history to that song. In fact, that song, that video was first played and first introduced here in the Valley at our Hanukkah event at City Walk. So we're going to take another look back at the explanation by Rabbi Gordon as to how the song came about, as well as Benny's own personal dedication as we showed and debuted that video for the very first time. Ladies and gentlemen, please take a look.
The Rebbe had before him our question for bracha and haskama, that the Rebbe should empower us to become Shluchim. The Rebbe answered in writing, Vi ha'ikir sheyachlit la'avoid b'meretz u'bebetochen chazak askir alatzin. And the main thing, said the Rebbe to me in third person, to work la'avoid b'meretz, with alacrity, to work hard, u'bebetochen chazak, and with tremendous faith and trust. So the Rebbe's message to me, and I believe it's a universal message, sheyachlit la'avoid b'meretz, with alacrity. Like I often like to say, hustle, yustle, move a muscle. Let's go. And that was that magical answer that we received on Yud Nisan, Tafshin Lamed Gimel, one day before the 71st year of the Rebbe's celebration was up.
Rabbi Gordon dedicated his life to fulfilling the Rebbe's personal directive to work with alacrity and tremendous faith, and in over 4 decades of shlichus, impacted the lives of hundreds of thousands.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Benny Friedman. Your rabbi, my uncle, Rabbi Josh Gordon, was a beloved rabbi and a brilliant teacher, and yet he inspired me to be a singer. Mr. and Mrs. Daniel Aronoff are another example of people who were deeply and richly inspired by Rabbi Gordon. And thanks to Daniel's enthusiasm and thinking big like Rabbi Gordon would have liked it, we were able to create a very, very special tribute. I present to you the song dedicated to him, to Rabbi Gordon, to be released shortly to the general public and being shown here tonight for the very first time.
Vi ha'ikir sheyachlit la'avoid b'meretz u'bebetochen chazak askir alatzin. Askir alatzin.
Hu avinu, unser Tate wird helfen sicher. Hu malkeinu, unser König ist größer von Welt. Elokeinu, der Beschäfer wird helfen sicher. Moishienu, der Beschäfer für doch die Welt.
Tremendous faith and trust.
Hu avinu, unser Tate wird helfen sicher. Hu malkeinu, unser König ist größer von Welt. Elokeinu, der Beschäfer wird helfen sicher. Moishienu, der Beschäfer für doch die Welt. Wie toich meretz und wie toch ich hozo, der Bishu oimei. Wie toich meretz und wie toch ich hozo, Yeshu ois boyei. Wie toich meretz und wie toch ich hozo, der Bishu oimei.
Move a muscle.
You got to hustle, hustle. You got to hustle, hustle, hustle. Move a muscle, meres bitachon. Hustle, you got to hustle, hustle. You got to hustle, hustle, hustle. Move a muscle, give us a touch.
Hustle, hustle, move a muscle.
Bitoich meretz, ubitoch ichozo. Bitoch ichozo. Devi shuoi mei. Bitoich meretz, ubitoch ichozo. Bitoch ichozo. Yeshua is boyei. Bitoich meretz, ubitoch ichozo. Bitoch ichozo. Devi shuoi mei. Bitoich meretz, ubitoch ichozo. Bitoch ichozo. Yeshua is boyei.
They are the magical words of success or failure in life.
Song of Rabbi Yeshua Omer, and a beautiful story it is. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the Associate Director of Chabad of the Valley. Please welcome warmly Rabbi Mordechai Einbinder.
Thank you, Rabbi Green. Yasher Koyach. Hi, guys. Yasher Koyach, Rabbi Green, Jonathan Herzog, all of the shluchim who have done more with less. As you just saw, the uplifting video about Rabbi Gordon, I had the schus, the merit to work with him 40 years, 4 decades. And being next to him and partnering with him in many of the endeavors, we see the majesty of this evening being felt globally. Gad Elbaz, you're the best. God bless you. Globally and all around the world. And I want to first and foremost say that Rabbi Gordon is certainly looking down from the heavens above, being a conduit of energy to bless his family, to bless each and every one of us, and constantly and consistently doing the Rebbe's work to permeate and propagate a better and a brighter tomorrow. And Emet Hashem, may we go from strength to greater strength. Let us all say Amen. There's a very dark world out there, and the world needs illumination, whether it be pandemics, whether it be political confusion, whether it be an aura of instability. We need the stability that the Rebbe propagated through organizations like Chabad of the Valley, literally spanning the globe to generate a worldly light and warmth, to not only subjugate, to not only annihilate and nullify the darkness, but more so, to ultimately transform that which is dark to light. It would be remiss of me if I didn't mention that in our convocation tonight, we must garner strength together to pray for those who are suffering from all types of sicknesses. The hospitals in LA and around the world are going crazy. So the fact of the matter is, there is sickness in the world, and we must think about those special people. I want to mention a few people, but really it's not possible to mention all, but they will consolidate the totality of need. First and foremost, Harabana Sadl Miriam Bas Plumaleya, Saramasha Bas Esther Leah, Miriam Bas Osna Dvaira. Just heard a name of someone very sick, Avraham Ben Loretta, a little girl, Avital Bas Shai, and of course, Baruch Hashem, Harav Shimon Halevi Ben Leah is doing better. Let us join together tonight, put a few coins in the pushka, say a tehillim, that we make the world a healthier place to live in. Let us all say Amen. I want to just take a moment. It's Hanukkah. We need the injection of light to dispel the darkness, to banish the darkness. And as the Rebbe teaches us, and it's an interesting thing, there is one saying that the Rebbe would say more than any, in all of his works, you can count it, in Likutei Sichos, and that is that Torah is milashon hara. Torah comes from the word, it articulates itself from the word of lesson and teaching. And therefore, our lesson and teaching tonight in Hanukkah is that the Jewish people should never, ever think anything's impossible. We could banish the Greek Syrians and retake the temple. And there also another lesson to be able to do more with less. One cruse of oil miraculously was able to burn in pristine purity for 8 days. And most of all, the Rebbe teaches us, don't feel you can hibernate. Don't feel you could sit back and let the world go by. We were put onto the world to be lameteshniks, to be lamplighters. And with that, I want to just finish. We have very special news. We know that a year and a half ago there was a terrible loss. Rabbi Tzemach Kunin left us way too early. And there's been an effort that there be created Chabad houses all around California in loving memory of him. And we give our condolences. The Kunin family should get stronger through this terrible loss. And there has been an infusion of light. Chabad of the Valley has certainly participated in a great measure. So I want to just welcome very quickly 2 couples who could not be here tonight. Rabbi and Rebbitzin, Mendy and Miriel Bistritsky, who will be moving to Esclarita, North Valley, and they will create a new Chabad center there. Mazel Tov, they're our own homegrown kids, Shluchim and the children of Shluchim. They'll also be involved in the greater valley there, the Magic Mountain area, with young professionals and a myriad of programs. I want to also welcome special people who will be coming out momentarily in the next few weeks. Rabbi Mendel and Leah Beidelman from the famous Beidelman family, creating a Chabad center in Universal City, and to be able to implement so many new kaleidoscope of programs to benefit the greater Jewish community, to knock on doors and to find people and bring them out from the woodworks, the work of Chabad Lubavitch, the work of the Rebbe. We have 2 fine gentlemen here tonight, and I want to welcome them warmly and call them up in one moment. Rabbi Mendy and Musi Sputz came out here in the middle of a pandemic to establish a new center, Chabad of North Hills, not the Jerusalem of Los Angeles. And they're already getting great results. We know the future. The future is very fine. Mazel tov to them. And of course, their parents back in New York, the Raskins and the Sputzes, may they go from strength to greater strength. And now we have yet another new couple, just married. Didn't go to vacation, didn't go to take care of themselves, came out here immediately to join the Chabad House of Northridge, together with the Shluchim who are there to further embolden, to further expand programs and activities. And of course, Rabbi Mendel and Sheva Rappaport will lead the C-Team in Chabad of Northridge to help bring about a greater perseverance and resiliency of Judaism. Ladies and gentlemen at home and here, give them a rousing round of applause as I called up Rabbi Mendel and Rabbi Mendy to say a few short, very short words. B'chavod. Let's give them a rousing round of applause.
Thank you. Happy Hanukkah. Thank you, Rabbi Morty. Truly an honor and privilege to be part of this incredible team and family at Chabad of the Valley. Definitely a beacon of light and menorah shining forth to every part of the valley. We are fortunate to be the additional branch on the menorah, and not only to add light in North Hills and around, but to increase light to the entire menorah. So thank you. Happy Hanukkah.
Amen. God bless you. Rabbi Rappaport.
Thank you, Rabbi Eimander. I just want to really thank, on behalf of myself and my wife, the absolute opportunity and privilege we have to the Rebbe Shluchim here in the Valley. And of course, it really means a lot to us to enrich now the lives of teenagers in the greater Northridge area. And we have so many great role models to learn from, as we have Rabbi Gordon and of course all the Shluchim in the Valley. And it's really, really amazing that we have this beautiful network of Shluchim to be a part of. So we're looking forward to Mitzvah Shem to that. Happy Hanukkah.
Amen. Thank you, Rabbi Mendy. Rabbi Mendel, God bless you. And the show will continue. Chag Sameach. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's hear it for Rabbi Mordechai Einbinder. As you know, at a Hanukkah party, there has to be a menorah lighting. And back at City Walk, we always had the giant menorah. It was about 16 feet tall. But I guess if you add the stage and what we have here, we're getting close. We do have our beautiful menorah here tonight. And in just a couple of minutes, we will be lighting that menorah. But first, right before we do, we have a fantastic and meaningful, inspirational message from the Lubavitcher Rebbe about Hanukkah and about what it means to be able to celebrate Hanukkah with the public menorah lightings here in this blessed country of the United States of America. Please take a look at this beautiful video.
אדרבה, eben mit tut das in einem Mokim של פרסום ניסה, ist das noch mehr verbunden mit dem Ruach und mit dem Jesod von unter die alle, was haben angeheben sehr sein bei Medina so, durch Banken der Meibischten, wo das in der Kirche der Inyan, bei Pnimius und bei Pashtus von Adbokas Neres Hamnero, ist das Dank der Meibischten, für was Matzel gewähnt, Tzadikim Yadri Shoye. Wo das ist der Jesod von der Medina, auf Matzel sein Tzadikim Yadri Shoye.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we are about to light the menorah, we're first going to take just a moment and pay a little tribute, both to America and to Israel. We'll start with the singing of God Bless America, followed immediately by singing Yerushalayim Shel Zahav. So please give your undivided attention to Mendel Green.
צלול קיים נישא ברוח הבאים עם כל תדמת אילן ועבר שבויה בחלומה העיר אשר ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושל אור הלא לך שירייך אני כינור ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושל הלא לך
That was truly beautiful. Thank you, Mendel Green, and thank you, Gad Elbaz. And now, it is time to light the menorah. And we call upon, once again, Rabbi Mordechai Einbinder, the Associate Director of Chabad of the Valley, to lead us in the brachos.
Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Kiddushanu B'mitzvosav V'tzivanu Lahadlik Ner Chanukah Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam She'osa nisim L'avoseinu Bayamim Hohem Bezman Hazeh.
Amen. Ma'osur
Yeshua si lechano elishabeach Tikon beis tefilasi V'sham toida nizabeach Li'esochin matbeach Mitzor hamnabeach Ozeg mor v'shir bizmor Chanukah samizbeach Ozeg mor v'shir bizmor Chanukah hamizbeach. Chag Sameach, God bless you.
Chag Sameach. Thank you, Rabbi Morty Einbinder. And once again, let's hear it for Rabbi Morty and the beautiful menorah and Chabad of the Valley's Hanukkah Live. At this time, we have a very special video of the singing of the traditional Chabad Haneros Halalu, sung with beautiful visuals of Jerusalem. Please sit back and enjoy.
Chabad's Hanukkah Live, brought to you by Chabad of the Valley. Made possible by a generous grant from our anonymous donor. Tonight's event is also brought to you in part by AM 870 The Answer, Fundomate,
Jonathan Krasny, A Coin Exchange,
Atria Senior Living, Cambridge Farms Glut Mart, Nick Trading International, your premier food distributor, Providence Cedar Sinai Tarzana Medical Center, Vadat and Associate, JDM Funding, Weight Loss with Dr. Charlene Lichtash, in loving memory of Arastu Ben Nissan and Tavu Saleh.
The Jewish Link, your #1 source for LA's Jewish news. COL Live, the largest Chabad community news site.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you're enjoying yourselves this evening. The beautiful menorah, the concert, the videos, the history, the stories, the light of Hanukkah. But as you know, Simcha Peiritz Geder. Joy can break through all boundaries. So let's spend the rest of this evening enjoying ourselves with great simcha to push away any darkness that's left and bring about the coming of Mashiach. So now, it's time for the simcha. Time for the joy of music. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Gad Elbaz.
This song is for all the fathers there that suffered during Corona together, being with their kids and didn't know how to really be with them, how to become a good dad. Corona is for you to become a better father. Abba, Abale, thank you everyone. אתה לא לבד, לא אתה לא לבד. מישהו למעלה, מישהו למעלה. הוא מסתכל עליך והוא אוהב אותך. מישהו למעלה, מישהו למעלה.
אבל תמיד איתנו, שומר ומכוון הכל זה בשבילנו, אבל אף פעם לא עוזב אותנו, כל מה שהוא עושה הכל טוב והכל.
שלנו אישור למעלה, אישור למעלה אבא שלנו.
I felt alone this Corona time so many times, but I reminded myself how much Hashem is everywhere. Everybody, raise your hands, come on!
לא, אתה לא לבד, מישהו למעלה, מישהו למעלה, הוא מסתכל עליך והוא אוהב אותך, מישהו למעלה, מישהו למעלה, אבל תמיד איתנו, שומר ומכוון הכל זה בשבילנו, אבל אף פעם לא עוזב אותנו, ומה שהוא עושה הכל לטובתנו.
If I can have a little bit more computer here, please. Thank you.
Yepa! Do you want a real bracha? So listen to this. ברך אותי לכם ברכה, את בלי די, את בלי די, את בלי די, את בלי די, 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 די. ברך אותי לכם ברכה, את בלי די, את בלי די, את בלי די, את בלי די, 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 די. ברך אותי לכם ברכה, את בלי די, את בלי די, את בלי די, את בלי די, 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 די. ברך אותי לכם ברכה, את בלי די, את בלי די, את בלי די, 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 די. עד שיבלו שפתותיכם, אומר די, די, די. עד שיבלו שפתותיכם, והיא לא אומר די, 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 די,
די, די, די, די, די, די, די, יפה! רק אותי לכם ברכה, את בלי די, את בלי די, את בלי די, את בלי די, 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 רק אותי לכם ברכה, את בלי די, את בלי די, את בלי די, את בלי די, 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 עד שיבלו שפתותיכם מי לא אמר די, די, די עד שיבלו שפתותיכם מי לא אמר די, די, די יפה! די, די Ya ba 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 bye bye bye. Ya ba 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 bye bye bye. Ya ba bye bye bye. Ya ba 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 ba. Ya ba bye bye bye. Ya ba 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 ba. Yepa. The few people that are here, maybe dance a little bit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ay, 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 ay. Remember, it's Hanukkah. Yeah. Ay, ay. איזה יופי. This song is the favorite for all the kids that every concert that I do, they just screaming and screaming again and again. I know you kids at home right now are so happy. Just jump and dance this song and sing along with me. I can imagine you screaming in the background. I look all around, it's everywhere. You are there beside me. Oh, you gave everything. You're the one above. I'm nothing here without you. From just grains of sand, you created man. Like an ocean creation, let your worth expand. Open up your window. Come on. בוא תאחד ידיך ומשפיע בכל חי רצון בוא תאחד ידיך ומשפיע Open up your hand Open up your hands Una, dos, tres. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Just find a child with a listening, asking you to keep on giving. Sometimes we pretend we don't understand. That it's you who keeps us living. בוא תאחד ידיך ומשפיע בכל חי רצון. בוא תאחד ידיך ומשפיע. Open up your head.
Open up your head. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Let's jump, jump. To party. So clap, 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 and clap, 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 and clap, 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 and clap, 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 When you're feeling low, there's a place to go. Come and dance with me. When you feel the beat, stepping in your feet, dance away, break free. Then 2 steps to the left, 2 steps to the right, and turn around in circles. One more time. Then 2 steps to the left, 2 steps to the right, and turn around in circles. Circles tonight. The beat is grooving. I'm feeling young like you. The floor is burning, the sun is sunny. That's where I wanna be right here, right now. Hanukkah Sameach. Nagila, Nagila, oh mama, Nagila, When you feel alone, looking for the zone, there's a place to be right here, right now. We unite as one, so come and join the fun. Are you ready to dance with me? 1, 2, 3. And to step right and turn around in circles. Take 2 steps. Speed the dreidel. The beat is moving, the song is moving. I'm feeling young and free. I'm so happy. 1, 2, 3, come on, Hava, Nagila. Nagila ben Smecha. Nagila. Nagila la la la. Yeah. I want to say happy birthday to Levi Shapira. Mazal tov, mazal tov. Clap, 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 clap. The beat is moving, the song is moving. I'm feeling young and free. The floor is burning, the sun is shining. That's where I want to be. Nagila, Nagila.
Thank you very much. I want to call up on stage. I just heard him today and I was so impressed. His name is Dovid Hazizah. Come sing along with me. Hashem Eleh, Hashem Malach, Hashem Imloch. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Come on. Wishing you a lot of success. May you sing over to Hashem Barach all your life. והגדלנו בתודה הלל השם אלוקים והגדלנו בתודה יודעי ובא והי השם אלוקים השם והי ובא והי השם אלוקים השם אלוקים Hashem Imloch. So put your hands up, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Check, 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 שבט אחים גם יחד. check, 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 שבט אחים. וואדי לילה, וואדי לילה, עובדון סר. Dovid Hazizah. איפה הכפיים? תודה רבה. I want to finish, stop one and say a few words. Can you kill the effect for 1 second? Just, okay. So, this is probably, I would say, and I gotta be honest, it says, Simcha poretzet gader, and Simcha can really change everything. But before I sang this song, I wasn't that happy. And I gotta be honest why. For the last 15 or even more, it's almost, 20 years, I'm traveling in Chanukah. Chanukah is my holiday. It's like you took something from me. Pirsum Nisa is my role in life. And in Chanukah, every night, everywhere in the world, I did Pirsum Nisa in the weirdest, the most craziest locations on planet Earth. From Nigeria, Abuja, Cape Town, China, Australia, and so and more. This year, it's a test for all of us to spread the light even though we feel in total darkness. So I'm really happy that Chabad of the Valley made this event happen. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Aaron Atzadik. Thank you, whoever brought and made this event possible. Thank you, Rabbi Green. And I want to thank the Rebbe for giving me the koach and to sing the final song, Tzama Lecha Nafshi, with you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Gad Elbaz. Joy and inspiration. Thank you so much. And now the time has come to start saying goodbye. It was really, really beautiful to be able to spread the light of Hanukkah in spite of any darkness, and hopefully to more people than ever before. I want to say a few thank yous to those that helped put this together. First of all, a very special thank you to our anonymous donor. Thank you so much for Thank you for making this happen year after year. Also, a very special thank you to Aaron and Vardit Zilberstein. And a very special thank you to, did I get those names right? Danny and Vardit Aronoff. Special thank you to Rabbi Yochanan Beidelman, Rabbi Yossi Beidelman. Also those who helped today, especially putting this all together. Shia Green, Josh Goranson, Debbie, Ari, and Mendel Green, Yochanan and Yossi Gordon. Special thank you to Rabbi Yankee Khan for all he did in advance of putting this together. Thank you to Chris Krozik, and to Darren Thomas, and to Mike in the booth, and Jay, and to Jorge Salazar. And a very special thank you to all of those that made this happen. And of course, last and certainly not least, again, a very special thank you to Jonathan Herzog for helping make this all happen together as my partner in crime. Thank you so much, Jonathan. Thank you so much, Chabad of the Valley. Thank you to each and every one of our sponsors. We're going to say goodnight by giving one more special thanks to our sponsors with our sponsor video, followed by a little bit of an extra treat. In the spirit of the love of Hanukkah, we have the music video of our very own, Tarzana's very own Mendel Einbinder. So as soon as the sponsor video is over, stay tuned for that one special video of Mendel Einbinder's video about the love of your fellow man. Good night. Happy Hanukkah. A freilichen Hanukkah.
Chabad's Hanukkah Live, brought to you by Chabad of the Valley. Made possible by a generous grant from our anonymous donor. Tonight's event is also brought to you in part by AM 870, The Answer. Fundomate. Jonathan Krasny, A Coin Exchange. Atria Senior Living. Cambridge Farms Glut Mart. Nick Trading International, your premier food distributor. Providence Cedar Sinai Tarzana Medical Center. Vadat and Associate. JDM Funding. Weight Loss with Dr. Charlene Lichtash in loving memory of Arastu Ben Nissan and Tavu Saleh.
The Jewish Link, your #1 source for LA's Jewish news. COL Live, the largest Chabad community news site.
Hey Rabbi Hillel, can you tell me what it's all about? Can you tell me the whole Torah while I stand here on one foot? Yes, my son, I can tell you everything that you need to know. There's just one rule, and it's the golden rule. What is hateful to you, don't do to someone else. Love your fellow man like you love yourself. Treat everyone like you want to be treated yourself. Hey, love your fellow man like you love yourself. Treat everyone like you want to be treated yourself. People spend their whole life learning. Don't forget the basis of the whole entire Torah. These are the basics of the whole entire
Torah. The rest is commentary. These are the words of Rabbi Hillel and Akiva as well. So give someone a hand, give someone a hug. Let's be there for each other and love one another.
time. Gad, what key do you want to do it on?